Hi friends and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my February TBR. My reading in January has been looking quite different than what I first said at the start of the month. First, I'm gonna start this video with a question. I have a few books rolling over into February from January's TBR, or not even TBR, I didn't mention any of these in that video, but I ended up reading them and I'm still reading them, and those are Dreadful and Four Ruined Realms. These are my current reads. One I'm reading while I'm commuting, one I'm reading at home. The reason why I didn't even talk about these at first was because I hadn't planned to read them. This one I knew I was picking up, but I sort of forgot about it when I was planning my TBR. But I really want to finish reading it and make a review of it, because I did make a review for Fire Broken Blades, so I wanted to make an updated review for the sequel. And then this one I simply picked up because I needed a physical read on my commute. And I don't think any of the books I talked about in my January TBR were like paperbacks. So that's why I have two reads rolling over into February most likely. I'm filming this video on January 28th. But I don't feel like I will finish either of these. I am basically halfway through both. My opinions about them you will probably hear in either a wrap-up or a dedicated review. But the question. I need a book with a pattern for January's Buzzword-a-thon cover challenge. My initial plan was to read The Will of the Many. I did start at one, I read 12 pages, really enjoyed those 12 pages, but then I started to read these. And that means I never finished reading The Will of the Many for that prompt. But I thought that either one of these could work. This one has got like 4 spears on it. Is that enough to count as a pattern? Let me know. Like 4 similar, not identical spears. Well, this one has some like decorations at the border, if you understand what I mean, like the gold stuff, like the things going on in the corners, if you see what I mean. Does that count? Could I use these for pattern, and which one is the best to use for pattern? Please let me know if I can, otherwise I will need to fill it up with something else, but like, I need your help with this. But I'm also mentioning this because these will be rolling over from January to February. Hopefully be finished soon though, like start of February. Other than that, reading went alright in January. I did listen to a few audiobooks. I finished, was it one physical read? Yeah, probably is one. Slow start to the year, but working on it. But let's talk about what I will most likely read in February. Aim for February is still to continue with the Buzzword-a-thon challenges. I believe February's word challenge is to read something with a water word. I believe the only thing I've got is Freshwater by Akwaeke Emesi, which is great because this is short. I believe this is their first novel actually, I might be wrong. I have enjoyed their other work, been intrigued by it, so I do want to continue to read their bibliography. And I got this one as a gift from Paige ages ago. But it's time I pick it up. Perfect water word, it's got water in it, and it's less than 230 pages. Oh my god, this is incredible. Such a good book for this, such a good book. For the Buzzword-a-thon cover challenge, I believe the prompt is Skyline. I had a few options, but there's one book in particular that came in mind with a very classic skyline, or skyline image at least. And that is Mile High by Liz Tomford. This is a romance. I believe it's been getting its hype from TikTok. I know this is a series as well. What the series is called, I do not know. We are following Sanders, who is a hockey player in Chicago. And then we are also following Stevie, who is a flight attendant. I think I've heard good things about the series overall. This one is definitely chunkier, but since it's a romance, I am hoping it will still be a fairly quick read. It's almost 600 pages though, like it's a chunky romance. But I'm also a bit excited. I haven't read that many TikTok romances yet. I'm working on it, I'm collecting those, but I haven't actually read that many. I think it's some sort of enemies to lovers almost, or that they don't like each other at first. I really don't know much, I'm sorry. Cool, those are the Buzzwordathon challenges. Another mention of something I will most likely read in February or attempt to read, because I didn't get to it in January. In my video for January's TBR, I mentioned I want to reread The Hunger Games before the new book is released in March. I still haven't started that journey, so I'm hoping to start it. I'm not saying that I'm gonna read all 3, but I'm hoping to read at least the first one, maybe start the second one. That would be cool. One thing I did do in January though was purchase the books myself. Yay! So I have 3 other copies that I have borrowed from my friend, but I was too afraid to read them because I feel like these are books I will want to bring with me on my commute and like crack open and things like that and bend them, maybe annotate, we're gonna see. And I didn't feel like I would have that option with books I had borrowed from someone, especially when they were in such pristine condition. So I started to look around for the Hunger Games books secondhand, and I found these 3 on Vinted. I got all 3 for less than $10, including shipping, but that's because they are low-key in like quite battered condition. I don't mind. These are what my books typically look like when I have read them, but there are like bends in them, the pages are a bit yellowed, but I don't mind that. I don't mind, and I feel like I will just feel better reading these than my friends. I purchased them on my own at least, yay, 90 Swedish crowns, awesome. I'm hoping to start this journey. Hopefully, once I start reading them, it's gonna be quick. But I wanted to mention it because it's very likely that I will pick these ones up in February instead, because I really want to reread before the new book. And then I believe the final book on this TBR actually, I feel like I really speeded through this video. I didn't mean to. Maybe it's just that it's late and I'm stressed, or I don't have much to say about the books, or many of the books are repeats or something. I don't know. Sorry if it's a very short video. But I texted a friend with an idea of a buddy read. And we're doing it. She just sent me a snap that she purchased the book. In February, it's official now. In February, I will be reading Fourth Ring. Yes, it's happening. I'm reading Fourth Ring. I will make a vlog out of it. Either a vlog or like a dedicated review, similar in a style of what I've done with Fire Broken Blades and such. But I'm reading Fourth Ring, and I'm buddy reading it with a friend, which will motivate me further to actually pick it up. It feels good to have a dedicated month to it, to have a dedicated read for it. I will understand the hype. I've been seeing all of the Onyx Storm hype everywhere with the new release. I want to understand it. I want to understand it, maybe be a part of it if I enjoy it. I'm reading Fourth Ring in February. It's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Dragon Riders, Magical Academy, Romantasy, Enemy's Lover, Graduate or Die. You probably know more about this book than I do. But I'm reading Fourth Ring in February. It's happening. I am reading Fourth Ring in February. Say it with me. Charlotte is reading Fourth Ring in February. It is happening. I need to schedule out a lot of time to read in February. Even though I feel like I haven't talked about that many books, I mean, I still got a stack going with like these 3, Hunger Games book on top of that, and just like wrapping up my current reads. I feel like I have my reading cut out for me. But I'm trying to keep my TBRs realistic. Something that used to be a problem for me, that my TBRs typically weren't realistic. But I think that's it actually for my February TBR. Short and sweet. Feel free to share your February TBR. Also let me know which one of the books I mentioned that you think I should pick up first. Once I've finished my current reads, I would actually appreciate that input. Also, most importantly, let me know, can either of these covers be counted as pattern? Let me know. Thank you for your help and support with that. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Please take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!